So AngularJS expressions so that is the format. Okay, so expose it to the user, data format, expose it to the user. So AngularJS expressions. So expressions, so you can write expressions inside double braces. Okay, so AngularJS expressions are written inside double braces. So we have to use double braces, and between this we need to write expression. So this is the format, expose it to the user. So for example, uh, you want to display some date format, okay, date field in the browser. So you can display date format 4 5 formats. Okay, month, date, year, date, month, year. Okay, year, month, date, like uh, month name, day, and year. So like that, we can display number of date formats. So you can define the date format in the expression. Okay, so that is the format exposed to the user. So an AngularJS expression binds data to HTML, so the same way as the ng bind directive. So and these expressions and ng bind directives, okay, works both same. Uh, okay, so ng bind also. Okay, we can use ng bind directive to bind the data to the HTML elements, and expression also we can use it to bind the data to the HTML elements. So AngularJS will output data exactly where the expression is written in the HTML form. Okay. So for example, you want to display sum of two numbers. Okay, so directly you can write two braces, and a plus b are 10 plus 30. So like this, we can use the expression. Add one HTML form. Okay, expressions. Okay, use this library. No need this. So for example, spam. So I want to display sum of two numbers. Okay, so directly you can write 10 plus 40. Okay, so the output will display. So where you return this exactly that place. Okay. Okay, and yeah. So now run this example. And the expression. The expression and the controller. Now need this controller also, and remove this app. Okay, so this is the output. Okay, sum of two numbers. So the total amount will display here. Okay, sum of total. So 10 plus 40, the 50 is displayed here. And for example,
If we use ng app only, then it shows this
uh,
output, or directly it shows
so if we use ng app, we can display the we can execute the expressions.
exactly ng app means.
So ng app means to run the AngularJS application. So this is the starting point of application.
Okay.
Okay, so at least we have to use this ng directive for everything. For
Okay.
example, you want to bind the data from the controller. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in that scenario, we need to implement ng controller. Like my app. So and after that, you want to bind the data from the database or from controller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, controller. So in that scenario, we need to implement AngularJS application model. Okay, model for the application. Model for the application means equal to Angular dot module my app. Okay, and app dot controller. Okay, my controller comma function scope.
So to
Okay,
run in AngularJS, we have to use ng app for everything, right?
and yeah. So I want to bind the data. Okay, like name. Okay, name field from the database. For example, okay, Naveen. So total. Okay, the name is in small letters. Okay, I want to display this name in uppercase. Okay, we can use these expressions and okay, my name and uppercase. Okay, so this will convert to the uppercase letters. Okay, my app. Okay, so Naveen. So this is the format. Okay, so small letters is converted to caps letters. So here we use the expression uppercase. Okay, so nothing but these are filters. So these expressions are used to bind the data to the HTML elements. Okay, so AngularJS expressions written in inside double braces, and this expressions works like ng bind directive. So what is the use of ng bind directive? So this ng bind directive is used to bind the data to the HTML elements, and this is also same, but we can insert. Okay, we can add and we can include filters also. Okay, to the expression. So ng bind directive, no, we can't apply the filters. Okay, and next ng init directive. So the ng init directive allows you to uh, create the default values before you run the application. So for example, you want to initialize the values like a equal to 10, okay, and b equal to 20, like this. So you want to initialize the default values for the variables. So in that scenario, we can use ng init directive to initialize the values. Allows you to evaluate an expression in the current scope. Okay, to run the expression in the current scope, we can assign the default values. So we can use ng init directive and equal to. So here I have created this object. Okay, so names object. This names object contains two employees information. Okay, and displaying that two employees information in list format. ng init directive ng app equal to my app ng controller, and next we can initialize the values ng, okay, init equal to okay, so same object we can create. Okay, so actually in body tag we have to create ng controller, and after that you can display these employees names in the list format. El tag and li, ng repeat equal to name in names. Okay, so ng repeat nothing but for each statement. Okay, so here we can use expression name dot of name, okay, first name. Okay, so call this library. So for this time we can remove this controller because we inserted the variables here only. So now run this. Okay, so Prasad Harsha to employees is displayed here. Okay, so first name and last name both are displaying in the list format. So because we initialize the variables here only, but you want to initialize these values from the controller, you can use this controller and app. So now we can remove this script where my app equal to angular dot module my app dot controller scope dot names, and this is the object here. Okay, so we initialize this scope dot init function. Okay, so we can call this init function here, ng init equal to function. Okay, so this function is executed this function and created the object, and after that this employees information is displayed in the list format. Infinite. Okay, so controller mcats. Okay, so controller is executed this function and created the object. So this object contains two employees information. Okay, and after that this scope object, okay, names scope variable. So this names is repeated here using ng repeat directive. Okay, so like this you can initialize the values. Okay, so this is ng init directive to initialize the values. Okay, and next directive is ng root directive. So this is very important concept, okay, to implement single page applications. Okay, so for this we have to use, okay, another library also. So that is called angular root.js library. Okay, angular root.js library we have to use. So by using ng root directive we can uh, provide the routing for the application. Okay, so ng root to enable URL routing to your application. The ng root module supports URL management. So for example, in Gmail, okay, so we are in inbox. Okay, so if you click on send mail, okay, in send mail, if you click on send mail link, so the URL change it to send. Okay, and if you click on draft, the URL change it to draft. Okay, so like this we can redirect from one template to another template. Okay, so when you click on the particular uh, link, that template will display in the single page only. Okay, that is called the home page. Okay, so include angular root.js file, okay, to apply the URL routing for the application. Okay, ng-root as a dependency for this to work in our application. Okay, so ng-root also one module. Okay, okay, so like this, okay, it will use ng app. Okay, so this is latest version and this is older version. For example, you want to implement single page application. Okay, using ng root directive. Okay, so this is the application folder. Open that folder. Okay, so for every single page application we have only index page only. Okay, so in that index page we have menus and okay, remaining navigation elements. Okay, starting point to this is the index.html only. So this is the only HTML form for every single page application, and all the remaining things we need to implement the templates. Okay, first day I explained, so we can use HTML as a template language. Okay, in a single page scenario, in single page application we can use HTML as a template language. Okay, for example, we have like we want to implement some example application like home menu, okay, products, services and contact us. Okay, with these four menus. Okay, so one index.html form is created. So this is the starting point for the application, and when you click on the home, products, services and contact us menus, okay, no need to implement a total HTML form. Okay, we can design the only particular part. Okay, that is the content part only. So when you click on the products menu, okay, that particular content is displayed in the index.html form. Okay, so by using ng root directive we can display that template in the index.html form by using ng view directive. Ng app, my app, ng controller, my controller. So we can take this library. Okay, so this is angular.min.js, and next we can use this library root directive. Okay, so this Angular root.js supports URL management. Okay, so like in Gmail. Okay, so when you click on the sent mail, the only this box is refreshed. Okay, not total application is not refreshing, only this part is refreshing. Okay, so only this part is refreshing when you click on the this link. So this supports Angular root.js file. So we can use menus. In CSS we implemented the menus, horizontal menu. Okay, my styles.css. Okay, so menu styles, and after that menu. Okay, so this is our application menu. Okay, home products, and we can include another services. href equal to hash. Okay, so total form design is in index.html form. So when you click on the products menu, okay, so the particular part, the content part will display in the div element, okay, by using ng view directive. Okay, this ng view directive is used to display the HTML templates. In single page application, we can create one folder for the temps. Okay, templates. For templates, when you implement the templates, you can create HTML forms, home.html form, but no need all these tags. Okay, HTML tag, header tag, body tag, no need this. Total we can remove. Okay, use only HTML elements. Okay, use only HTML elements, and we can design the form. Header tag. Uh, this is my home page. Okay, so this is the HTML form template. Okay, home page template. So when you click on the home menu, the content, okay, the HTML home.html form, this template is displayed in the index.html form, okay, in ngview directive. And create another template, products. So it's also same. Remove this. This is our products page. Okay, and next one, services. So remove this. services page, and here we have locations. Okay, location 1 and location 2. Okay, so we are in HYD first location, location 2, H1 tag. Okay, so we are in Bangalore. So now we can implement. Okay, ng route, we can apply ng route for our application. So first run this application. Okay, so we have to call the CSS file. Okay, so home of products, services and locations. So when you click on this products, services and locations, okay, so you have to display that content here. Okay, index.html form. So like Gmail. So when you click on a home, so the home content is displayed here. When you click on products, the product content will display here. So for this we can add one JS file, so that is app.js file. Okay, so for every single page application you can implement like this only. Okay, temps folder, index.html form and app.js file. So create module for the application. My app equal to angular.module my app. Okay, so my app. So now we can use another module. So we are using ng-root.js module also. Okay, this is also one module. You can find that module in okay, so angular.js file. So this file contains okay ng-root directive. Okay, ng-root. So this is also one module. So we can use this module in our application to use the routing functionality in our application. Okay, so we have to include this ng-root module in our application. In the square brackets we can use this. Okay, so compulsory we have to use ng-root directive. Okay, this module here, and after that we can implement the routing for the application. um, my app dot config method. Okay, in config method we can use route provider comma function, same thing, route provider. Okay, and next route provider dot when, route provider dot when. So if we are in home page, okay, so single slash template URL, template URL. In temps folder we have home.html. Okay, and we can specify the individual controllers for the templates also. Controller, home controller, and dot when. Okay, so if we are in home page, so this content will display. Okay, so if we are in home page, so when you click on the home page, the template is displayed in the ngview directive. Okay, if we are in products, okay, products page, the template is a template URL temps products.html. Okay, products.html, and we can specify different separate control for the products templates. Product controller, when slash services. Okay, so here u caps, okay, compulsory use u caps only. Template URL temps .html and controller, okay, service controller. Okay, so when we are in locations, okay, location 1, template URL temps slash locations location 1 dot html form and controller, location controller 1.
It's locations1.html.
Locations 1, okay. Second one, location 2. This URL location 2 and controller 2 controller. And otherwise, okay, finally, otherwise single slash, okay, it will goes to home page. And my app dot controller, my controller, okay, function, okay, so this controller be implemented. Okay, so ng root module we used and my app in the root provider when, and next we need to provide path for the routing. Only single slash, and here slash products, and next services, and location 1 and location 2. Okay, so now run this example. Error is there, HTML document. Okay, so one more thing is, so we have written the code in app.js file. Okay, we need to call this. Okay, so after these two libraries, we have to call app.js file. Okay, so before these two libraries, we don't call this app.js file. Okay, and Angular module is not a function. A module. Okay, spelling mistakes we have to check, and one error. Map.config root provider. Controller spelling mistake. Template URL. Template URL. Template URL. Template root provider. The root provider pcaps. module error. Failed to instantiate module ngf. Not module. Modular error. Slash here is slash process services states. Okay, so now the routing is changing. Okay, location 1 location 2. Services products. HTML on same error. So the result will display like this: home page and products, services, and locations. Okay, so we can implement the remaining content of the templates. So like we can implement okay, so total phone numbers and email IDs. Okay, so like this, and products we can display so number of products information here in this template. Okay, so we have to use these two libraries. Okay, angular.min.js file, and after that angular root.js file, and after that we have to implement app.js file. In that app.js file, create the module for the application by using ng-root module, and after that configure the routing for the application. Okay, so check this syntax. Okay, we measure this. Okay, this bracket, square bracket, uh, root provider. So this is one public variable, and root provider at when. So if we are in home page, okay, if we click on home link, it will redirect to, okay, the template will display in ngview directive. Okay, if you check this, okay, so total menu is there. Okay, in ngview directive, the template h1 tag is displayed here. Okay, so total form is not displaying. Okay, only template is displaying in ngview directive. So this is single page application. Okay, we can design the only index.html form, and the remaining thing we can create as templates. Okay, so like this you can create templates. Okay, use only html elements to create the templates, to design the templates. Okay, so check this format only. Okay, when you're configuring the routing for the application.